You're listening to Keeping It 100 with Mel and Bruce, featuring Larry Carroll, and sponsored by the 100 Black Men of Las Vegas. What they see is what they'll be. I'm Mel Tiller, your host. I'm thrilled to be with you. And my guest today is Mr. Walter Jones, and he wants to be the next assemblyman from District 6. Walter, welcome to the show.
Good afternoon. Thank you.
Listen, I'm thrilled to have you on board. Let's talk about District 6. Exactly where is District 6 located?
So District 6 covers all the way from Bonanza, east and west to Las Vegas Boulevard, west all the way up to Decatur. It goes north over to Cheyenne, and it heads back east down Cheyenne to Las Vegas Boulevard.
All right, Walter, why do you want to be the assemblyman for District 6, and why are you the best man for the job?
Well, being born and raised here in Las Vegas, I've seen a lot of changes in our community. As we know, we can choose to live wherever we decide we want to put our boots at. I chose to live over here because I know the community. I love my community. There's a lot of things that need to be put back in place. I know as the State Assembly District 6, it's going to take work because I have other individuals on that committee that I have to try to get to work with them to get done what we need done in our district, because whatever decisions are made is basically made for Nevada, but the decisions need to be made to better our community too.
All right, I like that. Now, exactly what do you need to get done?
Well, one of my biggest things is we got our seniors. When you retire, you don't get a raise.
That's true.
Utility bills is too high. We need to put a cap on these utility bills. We need to put a cap on this insurance when it comes to our seniors. That's one of my main things. Then we also, education. We need to start paying these teachers more money to get a better education. Right now, we're ranked 48th in the nation. The only two behind us is Arkansas and Alaska, and we know what's in Alaska. It's no way we sit up here, and as I go down here and complain to the school board, we're the 5th largest district, but we're the 48th dumbest district. Those numbers don't weigh out, because I can have the 5th best score, but we 48th in the league. It doesn't weigh out. So then another thing, we're dealing with mental health. Mental health is a serious problem that we need to get back and deal with these individuals, because only thing we're doing is we're letting the streets get crowded with individuals that has mental health problems. So once we can cure that and get them in a better situation, right now, I don't consider them as homeless. I consider them as being displaced, because nobody woke up and wanted to be homeless. Nobody woke up and wanted to be on drugs. So we need to help them, but we also need to learn what it is. We need to start reinvesting back into our community, especially when it comes to us as peoples of color. We don't invest in ourselves no more.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about homelessness. Exactly what are your plans to take care of and solve the problem of homelessness in District 6?
Well, the number one thing we need to try to do is, we got 3 entities that bumps up to each other. That's North Las Vegas, that's city, and that's county. So we need to try to work with those 3 entities to come up with a solution to build a mental health hospital to help them. Once we can cure that, because I have to realize, I don't know what committee they're gonna put me on once I'm in. I don't know if they're gonna put me on Ways and Means. I don't know if they're gonna put me on Commerce. I don't know if they're gonna put me on Education. But those are my 3 main things I would love to be on. Because if I'm on Ways and Means, that means the money, I know where the money is going. So in order for us for the group to go along with this, we have to get funds in there. We have to put the money in the right place, but we also got to make sure that we have a watchdog that's going to make sure this money is going to the right entities to help these individuals.
All right, so we've talked about mental health. We've talked a bit about homelessness. What other major challenges do you see with District 6?
I think the biggest challenge that we have over here is we're not reinvesting back in our areas. We feel if we see nice green trees in Summerlin, nice green trees in Aliante, well, we can have the same thing over here if we reinvest in our area. And it starts with us as fixing back up our community.
Okay, talk to me. I've heard you mention this thing about reinvesting several times. Talk to me exactly about how that would work.
Well, so what I came up with, as you know, we got 165 churches over here in 89106, which is unreal.
A lot of churches.
So my thing as a state assembly, I would go to these churches because the biggest problem everybody have, they think the city, the county, and the state is in business to give us money. But we have to plant a seed first.
Okay. If
we plant a seed first and show them that we're rebuilding, we're redeveloping our community, and it starts with us. So I figured out if we got 146, 150 churches over here, I averaged it out. If the average church got 20 members, and you give $20 a month, then you go to the next churches. I actually came up almost $500,000 a month. But we're depositing all these monies in the Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase, and these same churches can't even get a loan to do improvements at their church. So why don't we start our own credit union? Once we start our own credit union, then we can build up wealth in our own community.
All right. And what would you do with that money?
Well, basically what we would do is come in, and the land that the city has, we can go to the city with a plan to build housing. We can go in here and redo older homes and bring them up to code. Then we can also turn around and we got a shopping center over here it don't have the essentials that we need. We don't have a medical clinic over here. We don't have a hospital. We don't have a grocery store. Mario's is not a grocery store. That's more of a community store. So if we come up with these plans, us as a community can run our own stores, because now we're creating jobs for individuals in the community. Now we can train younger kids on working in grocery stores. But also we need to start training programs to start our young stuff. Everybody's not going to go to college, but we need to get them in a good trade that they can raise their family, be a homeowner one day. They can have something that they're proud of.
Okay, so what are you doing in the community now to help the community?
So what I've been doing they call me Coach Boo. Okay. I coach young kids. I've done that for years. I do a lot of donation. I'm one of those persons, I'm not a camera person. I don't need my name and lights because God knows what I'm doing from my heart. Okay. We do the Thanksgiving Day dinners with the MLK parade, where I take Thanksgiving dinners to senior housing. I'm getting ready to do a thing for the senior center for Mother's Day. So I'm going to take them flowers and a card. I sponsor kids when I do once a year, I do a essay where the kids give me an essay, the best essay. First place get $100, second place get $50, third place get $25. So I do that because in what my essay is doing is asking them to tell me, if you was to make it, what can you bring back to the community? Would you come back to the community? And at this present time, I still have kids right now that they thank me. I had one kid parent, every time she see me, she's giving me a hug because I gave her son $500 for first place. Single parent. And it was a blessing to my heart. I own a construction company. I've been in business for 28 years. I own a construction company and I got a partner. We own a restaurant. So it blesses me to bless others.
All right, that's wonderful. How do people contact you, Walter?
They can contact me at my email is faithvision, FAITHVISION WJ@yahoo.com. You can contact me at my office, 702-631-8769.
That's fantastic. Listen, I want to thank you so much for your time. You've been you've been very generous today. What message would you like to leave with our listening audience?
I would like to leave with our listening audience that we have to look and understand that we have to be in a position where we get the next generation prepared. Because we can't pass a baton if we don't have a baton to pass. And we have to learn what it is to work together and show the next generation that we can work together. So as I leave with this, we have to make sure that we as men are showing the next generation how to carry themselves as a man. And that's my main thing is carrying yourself as a man, but also we have to leave something with them. And leaving that with them is to always put God first.
Thank you so much, Walter, for joining us today.
I appreciate you guys.
You've been listening to Keeping It 100 with Mel and Bruce, featuring Larry Carroll, and sponsored by the 100 Black Men of Las Vegas. What they see is what they'll be. I'm Mel Tiller, your host, and until next time, keep it 100.
All right, Mr. Tillis.